Golfers get mulligans, actors get second takes. But what does the Obama administration, which has been making the legal case for its health care mandate by stating it is a tax, what do they get when this happens? Listen to this.
One point, though, you did just say that there are no tax increases for those folks who are making under
$250,000.
So
families under $250,000, individuals under $200K.
So if I'm a part of a family that does not buy health insurance in violation of the President's health care program, and I have to pay because of that, that is not a tax. That is not a tax on me.
The Affordable Care Act saves money.
I understand that, but is that a tax on me then if I do not pay with that, or is that not a tax?
I'm not sure I'm following the question.
You said there's no tax increases if people make under $250,000. If I make under $250,000 and I do not buy health insurance as I'm required to under the Affordable Health Care Act, is that a tax on me or is that not a tax on me?
Well, this is...
a moment ago you said there's no tax increase.
There aren't. There would be...
So that's not a tax?
No.
That's not a tax. Okay, that's just want to be clear on that because that's not the argument that the administration is making. Let's move on.
All right, you get that? So that healthcare penalty tax is not really a tax. Let's bring in Republican Congressman Scott Garrett, who you saw there in Congress. Sir, full disclosure, you are my congressman. Let's get to that. Okay. Why does it matter whether it's a tax or not?
Oh, sure. So this is a position of the administration. First of all during the discussion of Obamacare or the Affordable Health Act, that it was not a tax, that it was just a fee. But as soon as it got challenged in court, over to the Supreme Court, well, everything changed, right? And why is that? Because now they have to argue that it is a tax, because if it is a tax, then they can say, well, we in the administration speaking, have broad authority under the Constitution, the spend and taxing powers, to say that we can compel people to buy health insurance and we can impose penalties on them as they would here. So it's a constitutional issue to say that it is a tax, and that's what they're arguing basically at the Supreme Court right now.
Did you go into that hearing deliberately trying to make him say, no, it's not a tax? Is that how you set out your statements?
No, I don't go in that strategically involved.
Did you ambush him? Congressman, did you ambush him?
Oh, no, absolutely not. I mean, I had a whole list. When I do go into those meetings, I have a whole list of questions that I want to get from the administration. That's why we have them. Right? Just before this show right now, we had Secretary Geithner speaking, and I have a whole list of questions there as well. And you just sort of run down them to try and elicit more information. He opened up this line of questioning when he said that there are no taxes here, so I just followed up on it.
Now, he's the president's budget director. The president did not want him to say that, did he?
So he should know better than this, right? So I can imagine what the reaction was when he went back to the White House after this, saying, don't you know the talking sheets or the song sheet they were operating off of? Yes. He may have the old song sheets when they were trying to pass this through Congress, and now the new song sheet is over at the Supreme Court saying, yes, it is a tax.
Congressman Scott Garrett, Republican, New Jersey, thanks very much for joining us and sharing that with us. We appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate
now, look,
it. Bye-bye.
Ahead of the Supreme Court case, did we just hear a supreme blow to the president's defense? Fox News legal eagle Lee Sweal thinks, yeah, that was a big blow. Okay, now from a legal point of view, spell it out easily for me.
All right, first of all, I want Representative Garrett on my team when I'm doing a cross-examination. That was a brilliant cross-examination, right in there, got it down. But yes, the Obama administration started out with this health care plan saying the mandate is a penalty only, because remember Obama had said we're not going to raise taxes. Well, the problem with the penalty only is that falls under the Commerce Clause in the Constitution. Much more difficult to get that through. You've got to show that it has an impact on interstate commerce, many barriers to it, all right? So when it got then to the Supreme Court or through the courts, the administration said, wait a second, no, it's not a penalty. It is a tax. Well, a tax falls only under the welfare clause, anything that's in the general welfare of the country, and the president has wide discretion to pass a tax.
So, the budget director right there said, no, it's not a tax.
A problem.
Has he just destroyed the legal argument for the president before the Supreme Court?
No, because he hasn't. I said that. Yes or no? I'm a lawyer. I talk out of both sides of my mouth. No, because both sides have already submitted their briefs. There will be more briefs to come before the March hearings in front of the Supreme Court. So they can't, and the Supreme Court is not supposed to be listening to what the administration is saying outside of the brief. They're supposed to look narrowly at the briefs that have been submitted, okay? And that's not in the brief.
But the lawyers arguing that it's unconstitutional, they will say,
exactly.
this budget director said...
We have very long arguments coming up in front of the Supreme Court. Look to, in those long arguments, for it to slip out of the other side's mouths many times, that quote. Exactly.
So, if you look at all the evidence as it's going to be presented to the Supreme Court on whether or not the mandate is constitutional or not, any idea how you think it's going to come down? Because it's a huge question.
If the Supreme Court does believe what the Obama administration is now saying, which is that it is a tax, then yes, then this will probably pass. That mandate will pass because, as I said, wide discretion. If, on the other hand, they believe it's a penalty, as the administration first said it was, and subject to the Commerce Clause, way more problematic for the administration.
You're such a lawyer, Lisa. On the one hand,
on the one hand, on the other.
You're worse than economists. On the one hand and on the other hand.
But I don't know anything about the economy, so there you go.
At least we'll still like you.
Thanks
very much indeed.